Welcome to Bird Sport, the podcast where we discuss watching birds as a sport.
Bird Sport is brought to you by Blackburnian Coffee. Organic, women-owned, fresh, locally micro-batch roasted coffee from Cleveland, Ohio. Blackburnian Coffee. All 7 habits of the highly effective person as a piping hot beverage. Order today at blackburniancoffee.com.
Dear Bird Sport listeners, I'm your host, Horace Bundus, from Horace's Miracle Fix-A-Fence. As I've been adjusting to this new role as owner, president, and host of this podcast, I've been getting my bearings here a bit in the Bird Sport studios, and I've got to tell you, I'm a little overwhelmed. What I originally thought was one hard drive full of backlog sponsorship shoutouts based on contract commitments made by Rodney is actually dozens of them. Countless terabytes of promotional transcript recordings by Rodney made to introduce you to our wonderful sponsors. In light of these discoveries of thumb drives, external hard drives, compressed folders, and cloud storage subscriptions I keep discovering everywhere I turn, in today's episode, we'll skip what is normally the bulk of our show, pro tips and deep insights into improving your birding game, useful ornithological education, and artistic renderings of bird observations from the Bird Sport creative team, and we'll try to pull a drop out of this bucket of legally binding commitments. I should say, I sped these up just a little bit for efficiency. As always, thanks for listening and buying everything that is promoted here on your favorite podcast and mine, Bird Sport.
The first time a lifeguard had to save me, I was 8, and I learned something important that day. At the public pool, it's okay to suppress your self-preservation instinct and focus on having fun. This realization led me on a path of weekly near-death experiences at the aquatic center, with the emphasis on experiences. Knowing there was someone there trained to keep me alive no matter what I did provided me with total liberation to thoroughly enjoy myself without regard to my irreplaceable life, because someone else was getting paid $11 an hour to worry about that for me. I may have swallowed more than my share of chlorinated kid sweat, but let me tell you, no one had more fun than I did at the pool. This personal experience is why I'm passionate about the Rubber Bumper. The Rubber Bumper is an aftermarket additional adhesive bumper for any street legal vehicle. The Rubber Bumper is made of 42-inch thick fluorosilicone rubber that wraps 360 degrees around your vehicle, enabling you to drive however you want, whenever you want, without any regard for your personal safety, because the Rubber Bumper's got you covered. Adhere a Rubber Bumper to your vehicle today and let's bounce. Bird Sport is brought to you by Bald Eagle's Egg Pan, the only household cookware on the market equipped with active magnetoligence technology. This high-tech pan intelligently replicates the precise magnetic charge of whatever comestibles you may be cooking up and assertively activates an electromagnetic repellent force that keeps your foodstuffs literally floating 2 to 3 centimeters above the pan, completely eliminating the need to scrape, scrub, or even rinse your cookware ever again. Never spend another minute of your preciously fleeting life expending energy to extricate clumpy, clingy, sticky, or globular foodstuffs from your cookware again. With Bald Eagle's Egg Pan, you can instead simply enjoy the afterglow of a delicious meal without the elbow grease. Bald Eagle's Egg Pan, active magnetoligence for the modern life. Let me tell you about the brand new Halo Beam from Sunlamp. This incredible new device is worn on your forehead and portably sends a ray of bliss straight down at your face and drizzles self-assurance upon your demeanor. If you purchase the Halo Beam from Sunlamp this month, they'll send you 17 bonus disposition bulbs to fit the various occasions in which you might find yourself in need of a hyper-specified aura of confidence. Need to look mean confident at an aggressive sales standoff? Sunlamp has a Halo Beam for that. Need to look self-effacing confident at your next tear-jerking public speaking gig? Sunlamp has a Halo Beam bulb for that. How about military confident, anaconda confident, spelling bee confident, Miss America confident, ignorant but confident? Sunlamp has a Halo Beam bulb for that. Order now. Sparking water, the water your brain can feel. I was afraid of the dark until I was 26 and discovered Damien's Drum Therapy DVDs in the free section of a citywide garage sale. Damien's Drum Therapy is guaranteed to knock you out, no matter how scared you are. Purchase today at thoraxcorp.com. Let's face it, the world we live in is so fast-paced and laden with unreasonable expectations from the algorithms behind your high school acquaintance's social media platform that we're all on the brink of utter burnout. Can you feel it? What you need is a hibernation. All you need to do is book a flight to Barrow, Alaska and a winter bungalow at Barlow's Burrows, and they'll sedate you for 6 months straight. Before receiving your 31-degree sleeping quarters dug into 45-degree slopes with northern exposures at exactly 8,284 feet elevation, just like a grizzly bear, and receiving your completely safe and FDA-approved hibernation injection, you'll be treated to 14 days of eating at their all-inclusive, all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink, all-you-can-stuff-in-your-pockets buffet, loaded with foods cooked in tallow, lard, and bacon grease to ensure that you've got a stockpile of energy cells to carry you through the long night. During your 6-month slumber, your metabolism will slow to a halt, your breathing will slow, your body temperature will drop, and your stress will be completely eliminated. Book a bungalow in Barrow at Barlow's Burrows. Channel your inner grizzly bear and run from the world for half the year. Tomorrow, I'm going to grab some lunch with an old friend because he invited me to lunch without me even asking him to. And I just know it's going to go well because I've got Prosperity Breath Mints in my pocket right now. I'll wear the same pants tomorrow to guarantee that I won't forget my PBMs. Prosperity Breath Mints are loaded with the protein Royal Actin, which is the protein active in the royal jelly fed to naturally selected royal honeybee larvae, which activates the pheromone responsible for ensuring that this particular honeybee will grow larger and live longer than the rest. The pheromones contained within these mints, which appear inconspicuously like any other over-the-counter mint, will be released into the olfactory glands of the one upon whom you breathe, and will subliminally communicate that you are the queen bee in this hive we call Earth. You'll find the person standing across from you completely mesmerized by each word that you speak. They'll offer you reflexive respect. They'll begin to serve you hypnotically and expend their own resources to boost your prosperity. And the best part is, making use of Prosperity Breath Mints in your next important conversation is completely natural and ethical. Purchase Prosperity Breath Mints today and harness the untapped power of pheromonal communication. Skip lunch? Captain Cactus Bite-Sized Burritos is the right size choice for you, busy man. Have you ever gone snorkeling? It sure sounds like an adventurous way to explore the wonders of the sea at a safe distance from shore. That is, until you get excited and dive just an inch too deep, and suddenly you're sucking thick salt water directly into your lungs. Not only are you suddenly drowning, your last breath tastes like wet salt and fish parts. That was once a problem, but the problem has been solved by the 12-yard snorkel. The 12-yard snorkel is a snorkel that is 36 feet long. With the 12-yard snorkel, you will never again be at risk of diving too deep and inhaling the living stew of the deep ocean. Instead, you'll be breathing the same air as the birds. We've heard it's better up there. The 12-yard snorkel. See the sea, breathe free. Do not operate the 12-yard snorkel near power lines, pelicans, or low-flying aircraft. Bird Sport is brought to you by the Croak River High School PTA. The PTA is encouraging all teenagers to attend school more often because the 7-Eleven is a little crowded Monday through Friday during school hours when parents used to slip away for a Slim Jim, some Swisher Sweets, and a Slurpee until ditching school reached mutiny levels in Croak River. Well, the PTA says truancy is not cool, kids, and they want their daytime habit haven back to themselves. The PTA is also asking for several $1,000s to cover their hypnotism mishap lawsuit from last year's after prom. They're happy to report that most of the students' secret words have been correctly guessed, and several have awakened back to reality. Please send all secret word guess suggestions to the Croak River High School PTA and receive a bonus fun run raffle ticket for every senior you successfully summon back to the real world.
Bird Sport would not be Bird Sport without listeners like you joining in the fun at patreon.com/birdsport. Thank you for generously donating to keep the content like this coming for years to come. Remember, you can use your credit card to make donations so it doesn't even feel like you're spending money. I had to save the best recording I found for last. Buried deep in the directory of Rodney's computer, I found a folder titled Uncle Horace's Spray Stuff, and opened it up to find his early endorsements of Horace's Miracle Fix-A-Fence before it all went south. Take a listen.
I just got some exciting news from an uncle I forgot that I had. He's always been extremely reclusive, apparently developing some miraculous formula his entire life like some mad scientist. Well, he's come out of the shadows, and emerging with him from the netherworld of manic hermitage is an unbelievably powerful new product, Horace's Miracle Fix-A-Fence. If your fence is deteriorating, or better yet, non-existent, simply pop the top off this aerosol can and spray physical boundaries into existence. Horace's Miracle Fix-A-Fence comes in several materials to match your style, HOA requirements, and your personal partition needs, including cedar, vinyl, rustic stockade, split rail, classic white picket, chain link, post and rail, solid iron, wrought iron, prison barbed wire, electric, invisible, brick, PVC, and military-grade razor wire. Pre-order my Uncle Horace's Fix-A-Fence today, because the best defense is a good fence. Sport is brought to you by Agnes and Angus Angular Magnets, Trash Mash, the citizens against germs in your mucus, Absolute Curtain Reef, Antler Rack Lunch Backpack, Rain Damage, Calliope Scuba Accessories, Pie, Giraffe Tape, Green Ivy Suction Cups, Earthworm Concept Breakdown, Tufted Ducks, Alternative Action Sports Wellness LLC, Enigma Finder, Ridgestone Fire Candlelight Studios, The Social Media Encyclopedia, Barnard Butter, Binhead Headgear, Wall Martha, Kentucky Frosty Tips, Cottonmouth for Beginners, Bob Veiled Mocktails, Tiger's Breath Ceiling Fans, Hairline Fraction Airline Tray Tables, Paradox Hotels Extended Stay Escape Rooms, Rageaway, Tears in a Jar, Tim's Time Portals, Cheatura Wingless Maduros, Philco Stoneware, Pineapple Andy's Ankle Dancy, Sparking Water, Cherry Bomb Candies, Insinuation, The Couch Vegetable Stuff Grabber, Carpool Diem, Robus Canto Academy, Ergen Spotch, Quag, and Smooth Shark's Paste for your forehead.
Well, see you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and pay your friends to listen.
Until then, make sure you try out Jermaine's hip lawn games and listen to the Angels Whisper radio show reruns until you gently fall asleep way before your bedtime.
Bye.